What's up, YouTube? This is CJ.
And Sarah.
It's a Wednesday and it's time for another Keto
Conversations.
Let's get started. Alright, so what are we talking about?
I think we're talking about a mismatch of different things.
A mismatch?
Mismatch.
Oh, mismatch.
Yeah, like mash together.
Yeah.
Different
Okay.
topics.
Okay.
Random thoughts, I guess.
Alright, so what do you want to start with? You want to start with the move update?
Sure. As you can tell, one cabinet is still MIA.
Yeah.
But it's because there's special hinges, 70-year-old hinges on these cabinets that are very unusual. And yours truly lost one. I numbered all the cabinets and all of that, but I can't find number 3. So we had to get a new hinge, and we haven't attempted to put it up yet.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's kind of growing on me, that door being missing. I don't know if you can see back in the handles. People probably can't see.
People have mentioned the handles, which
They have?
had to grow on you like a mushroom.
What, the coffee cup handle? Yeah, they did have to grow on me. I didn't. When I first saw them, I was like, I don't know. But
In case you didn't know, my kitchen is coffee themed. We live here in the Great Northwest in the land of Starbucks. And I don't know, I just like coffee.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've done.
And I like red.
You've done a great job.
Thank you.
You've done a great
I've
job.
only just begun.
And I know there's some more things that have to be put together, but
Yeah.
so let's see. So we survived.
This has been a slow move.
Yeah. We're still in the process.
Right, because the duplex that I'm moving from, my son and his girlfriend are actually moving into. So it's not one of those situations where it's like a mad rush and you've got to clean and get your deposit back and all that stuff. So it's been a little gentler. We are doing all the large stuff on Saturday.
So we actually have a moving van finally. And I don't think it's going to get pushed, because this has been pushed back, what, twice? 2 times?
2 weeks.
2 weekends in a row. And so we finally have a moving van.
Because it would be nice to have the rest of August to kind of
And
get used to everything and do some fun things with the kids instead of just moving.
Yeah.
That's
And
our...
So, well, we survived a week together. And
24/7. Well, not that. Well, yeah, because it was the weekend, so you didn't go to work.
yeah, I didn't go to work. I didn't get away.
Nope.
So,
We're still together.
yeah, we made it for a week. And, wasn't too bad. I don't know.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I mean, there was one little...
Neither is waterboarding.
there was one little incident. And I needed to make an adjustment with some things that I was doing that I rightfully admit to, and we worked it out, we talked it out, and we moved on. So nobody was yelling and screaming.
No.
So that was cool, because we actually communicated, and then we recovered. So that was cool. And so we've made it a week, and there's more and more stuff being changed all the time. The kitchen has totally been changed. The cabinets are new colors, and more stuff that's about to happen.
Yeah, we'd like to place our stove directly behind us where the microwave is, because right now it's kind of across the room with the other,
so
with the washer and dryer. And
not really conducive for
filming or cooking.
Or cooking, really. So
yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've been living in this house for
5 years, almost
5
6
years, and I've owned this house as a rental for since 2000, I think, or 2001. And Sarah's done more in 3-4 weeks than I have in whatever 20 years. 20 years. So anyway,
Woman's touch.
It's been a pretty amazing transformation. I have been kicking and screaming some, just because I'm slow to change. But, it's been good. I have to admit that everything you've been doing has been good. House is a lot more organized.
That's the goal.
And,
you still can keep all your stuff I just want you to be able to find it when you're looking for whatever it is you want to find.
Yeah, that sounds good. That was really good. And no, actually I do. It's funny because I noticed the other day when my daughter and I were getting ready to do our little thing that we do every Monday or whatever day it is.
Trying to get out of the house.
Trying to get out of the house. It was a lot easier to find things. And the only things I couldn't find are things that I had put somewhere where I couldn't find them. So, but it was in fact we actually had spare time because it was so organized, which was odd. So anyway, that's enough of the move. So the move is still in progress.
The big stuff is coming.
The big stuff
in a few
is
days.
coming, and this is week 2, and yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So let's see. So let's talk about keto stuff.
Right. So this is going to kind of correlate with what we've been discussing as far as when you are having large life changes, no matter what that is. Marriage, divorce, new job, moving, kids going off to school, kids coming home from school, just the big deal changes in life. Still trying to practice keto as a lifestyle and not letting that fall by the wayside simply because you are encountering more stress.
Yeah.
But what we want to do is put a positive spin on it in that you don't need to be practicing perfect keto. It can be simple keto, convenient keto. Mm-hmm. And especially during the summertime, I think, if you feel comfortable, maybe eating a little more fruit that you would in the winter time, or, you're eating a little bit more convenience foods, like even fast foods, to kind of cut yourself some slack. Give yourself a pat on the back for continuing your lifestyle, even though maybe it's not as perfect as you would like it to be, but you are still practicing the ketogenic lifestyle, so you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah. There's like 2 sides of the keto world. We have people who track everything. We have people who kind of do keto where they just kind of do it by feel. And,
I think it's generally referred to as lazy keto, but because I practice lazy keto, I don't like to consider it lazy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't going to call it lazy
Yeah.
keto. I just think people do keto different ways, and it's fine. Whatever works for you is fine.
We are not the keto police.
Yeah.
You will never see us putting down a hard and fast rule on our channel, because that's just not realistic. That's not who we are.
But I do think you need to find out what works for you. So if you're a person who knows that you need to track and that's what is helpful for you, then that's what you need to do.
Right.
If you can do it by, I don't know, lazy keto or keto by feel or intuitive keto. That's
a nicer.
Then you go do it, because again, if you're new to our channel, we've adopted keto as a lifestyle, so it's not just a diet where
it's been nearly 2 years.
Yeah, so this is a long-term life thing, and in fact, Sarah the other day threw away a bunch of cookbooks that I had that weren't keto.
Some of them weren't his, though. That was the problem.
And
so then we had to go diving.
I was trying to make a point. It wasn't the point's not about the cookbooks. The point's about you threw away books and you said, well, we're not even, we don't live that lifestyle anymore, so that's why I got rid of the books.
Yeah.
And so, that when you said that, it was kind of like, oh yeah, that's true. We, maybe we don't need those books. Now, I did think of this the other day as well, though. I said, well, some of those books we could have modified some of those recipes for the channel. But anyway, that's
you can.
That's
you absolutely can.
That's neither here nor there. But again, we do keto as a lifestyle, and so like tonight we had some cherry tomatoes.
Yes, our next door neighbors
Right.
were extremely kind, and they had a friend who has a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And she happened to have an abundance of cherry tomatoes. And cherry tomatoes, they can, tomatoes in general can be a little bit carby.
A little carbier, right.
But to, just let them go to waste, just no, I couldn't do that. So I just decided I was going to make a caprese salad, which is like an Italian salad.
Right.
And I happened to put spinach in mine so that there's more spinach in it than tomatoes. Right. But we still got to enjoy the fruits of summer.
Right, and I think the like so if you're a tracker and you're gonna be so let's say you're gonna add more vegetables or more fruits because of summer and what's abundant because of the season. Then if you're a tracker, then you just need to track that. You know, you just need to incorporate that into your lifestyle, into your meals for that day, and track it.
And I cut the tomatoes into like quarters.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it wasn't.
you
even
still
that.
got that yummy fresh tomato, but there was more spinach, more cheese, more more of the other things in the salad. The tomatoes weren't like the main star of the salad, but we still got to enjoy maybe a little bit more tomato than we normally eat.
But you know, again, there's different times in your life when you can't be perfect with keto, and you probably shouldn't even worry about being perfect with keto.
If you're sick,
but you know what?
Someone else is
some
sick.
of y'all, you want to be perfect with everything, and that's just that's what makes you who you are.
And if that is your goal and that's really important to you, then high five.
Then do it. So, but there's other times when, like right now, you know, I went to a party at work today. It was a potluck, and there was, I think, one thing that I could eat. It was a coleslaw that I asked the person what they put in, and she told me every ingredient they put in, and it was I was like, okay, it's safe for me to eat. Because there was no sugar. It was a really good coleslaw, but you know, was it
ideal?
Well, no. What I was gonna say is that actually, the way I feel right now with some of the stuff's going on with all the moving and the stress, it would have been easy for me to just sit down and say, I'm gonna have one of these sliders. Just forget it. I'm just gonna just.
And I'll back up with keto in 2 weeks or whenever.
It would have been easy for me to do that and to justify it mentally, and but you know, it was like, you know, this is just one event. I'm gonna go home. In fact, what I ended up happening for me is because I spent most of the day that event actually taking photos and filming it. I just went to lunch afterwards and had
the food you'd packed that was ketogenic.
Yeah. So. But different times in your life, there's going to be times when you just need to do keto the best that you can.
Right.
And not worry about being perfect. So.
And you'll, if you're concerned about being hungry, there are snacks you can pack and take with you, jerky and nuts and cheese and things like that. But for the most part, you're going to have a meal, like you knew that you could eat when you were done.
I knew that once I got done.
Even if you had to go to a store or something and get some string cheese or some jerky or something, you knew that you'd be able to find yourself something when you were done with this specific occasion. Yeah,
but I guess part of our message is you don't have to always be perfect.
No.
You don't have to beat yourself up if you're not perfect. We're not telling you that you need to go off go and just go crazy.
No.
But you know what? If you do, we're not going to come hunt you down because we're not the keto police. We're doing keto just like you are every day.
Every day,
dealing with
working on it.
The same challenges that people deal with every day with keto. And, we're still trying to lose whatever we're trying to lose or do whatever.
And not lose our minds.
Right. So, anyway, hopefully this message... Are we done?
You're asking me.
Yeah, are we done? I don't know.
Like I'm the boss.
Well,
are we done?
I don't know. You might have some great keto Yoda wisdom or something. Do you want to spout? No? Okay. I guess we're done. So anyway, we appreciate you being here. Hopefully this helps somebody. We don't know. We sit down every week and we talk about, okay, what are we going to do for these keto conversations? And a lot of times we don't know. This one is pretty... off the cuff. We don't have any notes. We're just talking about what's going on in our lives. Real life. And so hopefully if this helps anybody, then we've done what we're supposed to do. So
we're here to encourage each other to keep going even when life is stressful.
Yeah. So we appreciate you being here. If you're new to our channel, we do these keto conversations every Wednesday. We do new recipes every Sunday. In fact, I think after tonight, after we get done, we're gonna film a recipe.
I'm gonna try it.
We're gonna do a practice recipe before we do the real recipe. But anyway, we do all this stuff, and it's all about trying to help people live keto as a lifestyle and help you be successful with keto. So anyway, consider subscribing if you're new here. We'd love to hear from you in the comments, and thanks for being here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.